Call our meeting to order at 9:46 a.m. Let's start with the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is budget adjustments and announcements. So you don't see any budget?
I don't see any budget adjustments.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Because it's got to be under this one, doesn't it? The budget adjustments are under this one, and there's nothing there.
Yeah, I didn't find any in there either.
Okay, good. Well, so then we will go to the now.
Nobody's called in, so that's why that's doing that. That's why I normally call in.
Okay.
Going through.
So once one person calls in, it goes away?
Yeah.
But if you can't get
I call in, it says, it's not a valid response when I go to put in the hospital number.
Okay, we don't have any budget adjustments. Well, we're getting towards the end of the month. And
Yeah. This is a, what is this?
buy a vehicle.
I don't know.
New truck?
Better Chevrolet? Oh, maybe a new, I don't know. Yeah, she did say something about that a
Is
while
that
back.
Penny?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got a new one, 'cause they're getting rid of one.
Okay.
Okay, would there be a motion to approve then and now?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Jeff Myers?
Yes.
Glenn Miller?
Is there any further discussion? Hearing none.
Yes. I'll vote yes
Go
to it.
ahead.
Jeff Myers?
Did I vote?
Glenn Miller?
Yes.
Bob Huska?
Yes.
Ryan?
Then and now have been approved.
All right. I gotta go back and do that now. Make it equal. Here comes that. This is gonna be A?
Go ahead and do B, Bob, and I will.
B? Okay.
I'll just do one that says no budget adjustment,
Okay.
since we have others.
All right.
Okay.
That to you.
Okay.
Good direction.
We're not sure.
It's mine.
Jeff asked if it was ticking.
I'll show you a picture of yours.
Former Commissioner Von Dalen responded again. I've heard that social distancing would be easier if no one showers.
It's true.
Very, very true.
Yeah. That boy's bored, isn't he?
Yeah, today's gonna be a great day to go golfing, though.
Yeah. Our golf course is open? I don't
I don't know, it can be.
If you walk.
If you walk, yeah.
Tom,
And he always
plays over at Ironwood.
And he's got a membership, so.
Okay, we have, resolution D is, asking you to approve tree watchman as law library assistant.
Yep.
Why don't we go ahead and take care of that resolution?
I don't have the actual resolution now. It's on there.
Who made the recommendation?
Donovan, because I had to call at the last minute and find out if she had a date, but she does not. It's just till whenever. Most of the law library appointments have like an ending date, so I'll get that for you guys to sign.
You can have a beginning date.
I think she's replacing.
Why don't, Chrissy, on that, let's table this until we have.
Yeah, there's no beginning date or ending date, so I just assumed the date of the letter would be a beginning date. Just as I
I'm
could.
gonna check it through and see what,
Okay, because I couldn't get a hold of Donovan.
yeah.
Yeah.
So would there be a motion to table resolution D, until Thursday?
I will make that motion.
Okay, thank you.
I'll second.
All right, and we're tabling because we don't have the information we need. So with that said, Kristen?
Jeff Myers?
Yes.
Glenn Miller?
Yes.
Bob Hoster?
Yes.
So this is tabled until Thursday, April 30. And the other two resolutions we have deals with ODOT grant funds for Henry County Transportation, and Brad's coming in for that, isn't he?
Yep. I think he was just coming in if you had any questions.
I think the grant funding is a little over $800,000.
810, I think.
Something like that.
Between the both, between the two of them. They didn't have that information on there. Yeah, there's no date on there.
Thanks, sir. Yes, sir.
Where did we, did you do this resolution? Or is this something Brad wrote?
It was one from ODOT, and I just added, it didn't have your signatures, so I added your signatures on.
Okay. Bob, would you have any questions for Brad
On,
about the grant funding?
no, I mean, what,
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yes, sir.
It's a
Yeah,
simple.
it is something we basically do every year. I think Chris, just let Brad know he doesn't need to come. We don't have anything specific to ask him about the grant funding.
I know he wanted to talk about the hazard pay. I think that's what he wanted to talk about. It just seems to me that when he stopped and told me about it yesterday.
Is that part of that funding? The hazard pay part of that funding?
No, that's a different, I think a different pot of money.
Well, that would be the only question, does that come out of it, yeah, I'm not sure.
What we have on our agenda is that he's going to be here to talk about the resolutions for grant funding.
ODOT funding for 2021 grant.
which is what,
That-
what.
I don't know what that money comes out of. The hazard pay.
Hazard pay, I don't know.
And that is still tabled. Who wants to come talk about that specifically, so make that an agenda item.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just let him know he doesn't need to come over. I've got, our resolution E is, authorizing the filing of an application with the Ohio Department of Transportation by Henry County Transportation Network for grants through the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Transit Administration as authorized under federal transit laws, as codified 49 U.S.C. Section 5339, grants for buses and bus facilities, Ohio's Bus and Bus Facilities Transportation Program, and executing a contract with the Ohio Department of Transportation upon project approval. Would there be a motion?
I will make that motion.
Is there,
I would second it.
okay. Is there any further discussion? Because one of these takes care of maintenance and.
One of them's like busing.
One's for 5339 grants and one's for 5311 grants, yeah.
If there's no further discussion, Christie?
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Sam Miller,
Yes.
Bob Heston.
Yes.
Resolution E has been approved. Slide, man, we need to polish that a little bit. Okay, I have another resolution, it'd be Resolution F. And this is a resolution authorizing the filing of an application with the Ohio Department of Transportation, the Henry County Transportation Network for grants through the U.S. Department of Transportation Federal Transit Administration as authorized under federal transit laws as codified 49 U.S.C. Section 5311, formula grants for rural areas, Ohio's Rural Transportation Program, and executing a contract with the Ohio Department of Transportation upon project approval. This is kind of piggybacks along with the 5339, but this deals specifically with our rural transportation program. Combining the two funding sources is around $810,000 for year 2021. Would there be a motion?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay. Further discussion? Hearing none. Christie?
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Sam Miller,
Yes.
Bob Heston.
Yes.
Resolution F has been approved. It is 10 o'clock, and we have Resolution C, which is to approve a bid award for the 2020 emulsion project. Would there be a motion to remove from the table?
I'll make that motion.
I would second.
Okay, Christie?
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Sam Miller,
Yes.
Bob Heston.
Yes.
This resolution has been removed, or the bid award's been removed from the table, so. That resolution?
Yep. Materials.
Whereas the engineer's office has reviewed the bids received for seal coat grade asphalt emulsion and recommends that the bid award be made to Asphalt Materials Incorporated, Oregon, Ohio, in the unit price amounts of $1.50 per gallon for pickup and $1.60 per gallon for delivery, and that a contract be entered into, and now therefore be resolved that the Board of Henry County Commissioners do hereby approve of the bid award to Seal Coat Grade Asphalt Emulsion to Asphalt Materials Incorporated, Oregon, Ohio, in the unit price amounts of $1.50 per gallon for pickup and $1.60 per gallon for delivery, and that a contract be entered into. Would there be a motion?
I'll make that
Brian
motion.
Heller, Northwest Bigel.
A second.
Now in the contract.
Okay, have a motion and a second. Is there any other discussion? Hearing none. Christie?
Jeff Myers,
Yes.
Glenn Miller,
Yes.
Bob Costa.
Yes.
Resolution C has been approved, and for the emulsion contract. Wonderful. We're just waiting now until, are you going through the regular bills?
Yeah, this is a regular bill, but this is indigent defense. This part is explained right there by that judge. And then, apparently this person is incarcerated, which is wonderful. It's not the issue here, but my issue was, is that, I don't know what that is.
Seal.
It's a seal, yeah, it's not very good. His dates are, everything's right on there.
Yeah.
There's no disposition. Did we need to have a disposition on these or not?
I would think.
And then down here, also, the auditor didn't put his, so I should probably send that back.
Send it back.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and
Yeah.
I agree. I will send it back. Let's see, let's go back. Redirect.
Redirect.
No, 80. There. Oh, crap. It's the one entry, isn't it?
Approval one,
Yeah.
step. Yeah.
Okay. Do we have to put the comment on here?
I would.
Yeah. Whoops, wait a minute. Get a little more official than that.
You stuttering over there?
Just in case the order did not stamp it. Okay. Amy's gonna go, geez, you're picky. It's out of there now.
Yeah, we need to be picky.
Yeah, well, that's what I think too. Yeah, it's gone from there, so.
It's to a township, but.
Oh, yeah.
Pleasant.
Yep.
contracts with some of the townships to mow as well.
Some of the miles, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost per mile, so
Yeah.
a number of times on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Each township has their roads and the county has their roads. And when I was township trustee, we would only plow our roads unless Tim would come to us, or at that time it was Randy Herman, who come to us and say, well, we'll hire you to plow, this road, so. But our plows were on a county road. That's where they were stored in Ellery. I'm not gonna drive through snow that deep with the plow, so I would always plow it to the corner until I got to my own road, and then I would. Well, when I was first a township trustee, that was actually illegal to do that. And you weren't allowed to drop them on a state highway because liability.
Yeah.
But then they removed that, they changed that, then you could, if you saw snow, you could drop your plow. What kind of IT equipment did we get?
We got some monitors, computers, the auditor's office is getting new computers.
Okay.
I don't know if that's where it's for.
Yeah. That's a pretty good chunk of change here, 4,000.
Eight monitors, 22-inch monitors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sound bar. Of course, I don't know why I look at this. Half the stuff I don't understand what it is anyhow. Monitors, I know what that is.
Now with our dual monitor setup,
Yeah.
we're going to, for another $50, you can get a monitor with a camera and speakers and a microphone in.
Yeah.
And for $2.90, you can get this little thing you can put up by the camera and just a slide.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Mhm. And so one monitor of our dual monitor setup
Yeah.
will have a camera,
Oh.
so we can, everybody will have video as it gets swapped out.
Yeah.
Will have video,
Yeah.
audio capability at their desktop.
See, that's what I don't have at mine right now. He said he'd fix that up, so. I do have it at home, so I usually stay home.
And all that kind of stuff is in, add-on type stuff is
Right.
in real short supply.
Right. Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure.
Zoom and everything, everybody using Zoom.
Well, yeah, working from home and,
Okay, yeah, I think I got everything there.
Is this the stuff Tracy got?
Is that,
no, that's what was still in that, but
Oh, so.
it's basically the bottles that came were Purell bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And it came from Gojo in Columbus.
oh, that's that, okay, that's it, that. Okay. Okay, now, make them yellow.
While we're waiting for Henry to get here, Christie, do you have anything else for us?
No, I do not.
Jeff?
No, sir, not today.
Neither.
Bob?
No, nothing. Nothing I can think of right now. Just.
Just under pressure now, huh?
Yeah.
What is that 20 down there at the bottom corner?
There's 20 messages or something,
Where?
or 20
Down there?
updates, it's,
I've never seen it before.
yeah,
Never paid
that,
attention.
Should I click on it?
Oh,
20 new notifications.
just pop it open.
What is that? That keeps coming up on my computer.
Yeah.
Is that our
I
printer?
need to check, Christopher's been pushing out stuff, I don't know, he pushed it out and installed it on mine, it's a whole new printer app.
Well, it asked to install on mine.
Yeah, I would just check with him for sure.
Okay.
Mine,
I just kept
yours
clicking.
computer may not have been on, but he has a service where he can push these out. Mine was on, so he installed, the full version of Zoom, and I noticed the new printer driver, the interface, today was different.
So should we do it on here?
I guess we could.
Here we go. If she explodes.
Okay, and as we've gone around the table, I don't have anything. Didn't write anything down, really can't think of anything.
Oh, I do have something to report. I did take those insurance papers or cards out there yesterday, and they took them all. I said, "You need all of them?" And they said, "Yeah, just leave them here first." So they were all in very, very good mood there. They were very, very busy, but they did have time for lunch, though.
That's good.
They did eat lunch yesterday at the landfill.
You did?
Yes.
They're gonna find that kind of nice.
Yeah. Well, they were bragging about they had made some kind of hamburgers. They had grill it. They'd cook right there. I said, "It smells good in here." "Yeah, we had lunch."
You know, when they have smoked pheasant, they need to let us know.
Yeah, yeah.
Have you ever had smoked
No,
pheasant?
sir.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Most any meat that's smoked is
Yeah, yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But his isn't gamey, like a wild pheasant.
To raise them.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh, yeah, he raises them, yeah.
Yep.
He goes every year and buys the chicks, brings them home.
In that, one farm store over in Bryan, some years ago, I was in there, and they had baby pheasants.
Oh, yeah?
They usually have them in some kind of a pen. And, so that day they had baby pheasants.
Mm-hmm.
But I had been in there and they had ducks and
Mhm.
geese and,
Troy went and bought chicks, laying chicks. I said, "You have a chicken coop?" "Not yet, I gotta build something." And ducks, he bought 6 ducks, and I said, "What for, just to have in your pond?" "No," he said, "they're gonna lay eggs." He said, Troy never does anything unless he studies it first, so he said, "I studied out," and he goes, "I found that this breed of duck lays 300 eggs a year. He's got 6 ducks. So he says, if everything works out, I'll have enough duck eggs for everybody." I'll eat duck eggs.
is he gonna raise the chicken and ducks organic?
Oh, yeah, they just run out by the, yeah, pretty much.
At Seasons Eatings, Robin, all her eggs
Yeah.
are organic.
Yeah.
You just see the color of the yolk, just brilliant color.
Yeah.
And the taste, you
No.
can tell the difference.
Yeah.
Marla Wet kept telling me, you gotta try it. Get an egg salad sandwich and try it. So I was eating lunch with, all I were eating lunch with him one Friday in there, after we bought all the brownies. And I tried it.
Yeah. Yeah, when we have brown eggs, they're way better. We had,
I just like the pink, yellow,
Yeah.
green, blue.
yeah, Zach had eggs for a while when he was younger, and we'd sell them at the greenhouse. We had people that come, would just drive out there just to buy brown eggs.
We're still waiting for Penny to get here.
Was she coming in?
I'm gonna step away. I'll be back.
Okay.
Is now in the conference.
Is that Penny?
Penny? Oh, we're muted probably. No, we can't be muted. Penny?
She can't talk.
Huh?
Oh, she can't talk?
She can't talk?
Here's the unmuted.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
I can't call from
You want to call her cell phone?
She was supposed to come out. She ever saw? Text her.
What do I text her?
Just say, are you coming out?
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, I got a text here, maybe she's her. Oh, I gotta do that to you.
I was gonna have her call someone, so she's coming out.
Somebody leave or? Well, it said it's on the line.
Somebody came on, it didn't have a name.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to. Give a name.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Okay. Give her another 5 minutes.
I just texted her.
Okay,
So what do I do with this thing here now? Just X out of that?
yeah.
I'm leaving this up in case she sends that one back. Okay.
Yeah, I want to make sure she's done.
And those who that are on teleconference, at 10:30, we had scheduled a meeting, or Greg Booth had scheduled a meeting with us concerning the resolutions for the ODOT funding for year 2021. And we went ahead and passed those two resolutions. We have been doing that for the past, I don't remember how many years. And so we just didn't have Brad come in.
Jeff didn't sign them yet.
She texted you back, Bob.
What?
She texted you back.
Not yet. Yes, leaving now unless you want to Zoom. So tell her to come on in?
Yeah, we have to get it all set up,
Okay.
and by the time, it's gonna take us longer to get it set up than for her to come over.
What'd she say?
She's coming in.
Oh, okay.
Unless we wanted to Zoom. And I said no. No, please come in.
Probably. I'm thinking about something.
Are you?
You gonna share?
Yeah, you gonna share it with us, or you keep thinking of it on your
I'm
own?
thinking about something else. That's a Sheldon Cooper thing.
Yeah.
That was profound. There's just some days like that.
Okay, when you get these, notice the overtime on there. They'll put it all in. 6, 8, and 8, so,
That's the landfill one?
yeah.
And I think we can, by making some adjustments,
Yeah, I
pretty
think so.
well eliminate that.
Yeah.
Um,
When, like I said earlier, if we wait a little while yet until it settles down a little and then.
Yeah, I agree with that.
We assigned these to,
I couldn't remember, there was no lines on there.
Yeah, no lines on there.
You find a spot, it's usually on the
Right.
lower right, and
That's what we assigned.
What time do they start doing votes? I mean, could they-
when I got here 20 after 7, the lights were on over there, so I don't know.
But I mean, because they had to be there by today's mail, is that how it works, or
There's a grace period on
is
that.
that?
It had to be postmarked yesterday, but it's taking, for whatever reason, it's taking a week for some. And it just goes from here, it goes to, I think it goes to Toledo, and then up to Detroit to be sorted.
The letter you signed, remember I had to have you sign it twice for the landfill? We got it returned yesterday. So I think there's wrong address. Everything was totally correct on that.
You know, our addressing scheme is, there's only a few, maybe a handful of places in the United States that have our addressing scheme. And so their system is not designed to deal with it.
And well, I told her, we got it back a month later.
Yeah.
Never received it.
Paula sent Renee our Easter card. She's got it the other day, Monday. No, it was yesterday.
Huh. Yeah, it's taking
We sent it 2 days before Easter.
what, 2 weeks? Was it 2 weeks ago, Easter?
2 weeks ago this past Sunday. I think. All I remember is it was this, the theme for Easter lunch was not Easter, it was Clue. Our 11-year-old granddaughter loves Clue.
That's a good name, makes you think.
And even Kellen
I'd
is,
like to call first.
Kellen is kind of getting the hang of it.
Yeah.
We've got so many years.
Yeah, I bet that's kind of boring, that conversation, just sitting there listening to that.
Well, yeah, since we're waiting.
Just sitting here waiting, yeah. Okay.
Okay, well, we're gonna sign and then give it to you. Don't
So with one in here, I think the second one down, yeah, it wasn't your fault, there's the green tab under.
What are you trying to say, Tom?
I didn't want you to feel bad, so
Yeah, so threw me under the bus.
yeah, you did this. You can say it, just give it there.
Brian Miller, 1.6.
Okay.
I'd like to call first.
Is there antibacterial up at the courthouse? Like windows? Do you want any, you don't want that in the sign, do you?
I hadn't really thought about it. So I don't want the sign too complex.
Right.
Hadn't really thought too much about it. For out here, we need to, if you're at your desk, as far as I'm concerned, you can ask somebody to move around.
Yeah, I think it can move around, yeah.
Because eventually you'll be in your office.
eventually someday.
Somebody comes in and sits down.
Yeah,
Who's getting a credit card?
that's not what that is.
Oh, what is it?
It is a company that they get, but they ask for all this information.
Oh,
IT stuff, programs, or hardware, I think it is.
oh, okay.
And we don't have to go that much. I wanted to make sure it didn't go over that because you have to have bank statements. We can do something a lot less.
I didn't have to sign it, anyhow, he's gotta sign it, but I'm curious what it was.
Also, while we're waiting on Penny, Lisa Spies wants to put up a Dropbox.
I saw something about it yesterday in the emails that you were going back and forth. Actually, she said something to me. Didn't she talk about it before already?
She wanted to put it out by the main entrance.
Yeah. No.
The sidewalks aren't that wide out there.
Yeah.
And then apparently she talked to the sheriff, because you kind of like to have drive-by and drop-up.
Yeah. Well, we put it by the back entrance someplace?
That's what if there's any place, that would be the place that could watch it. If it's by the main back door,
By that main back,
watch it with the camera.
because we got a camera there. Yeah. I just thought of that idea, but I think that's a good idea, really. We could put it back there.
Talking about,
Yeah, yeah, the door that goes into the stairway, that entrance, and the camera can be, the camera of the sheriff's office can see that, and the question's going to be, well, I dropped my tax payment off in the box, and that way it will also protect the treasurer's office. I mean, they can see who came out and got the
Made me
stuff.
panic, because I was like,
that makes
I
sense.
think it's 10:30.
No, it's 10:15. Huh? It was 10:15.
Oh, it was?
I double checked my email. I'm like, I gotta make sure.
One of your jobs, like, what's his first name?
Oh, Jan.
Jane?
Moore. Is he coming back at you?
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. It's not you this time, it's somebody, it's the sheriff now, so.
You know, I thought.
You're off the hook.
You're off the. I couldn't think of his name, and Glenn couldn't either.
Yeah.
And Glenn couldn't either.
You know, I thought since we were closed, that was one good part about being closed, I didn't see him. I take Mom to, a doctor's appointment in Defiance. Oh, Betty! I'm glad to see you at him. I was like, Mom, I keep pushing her. I was like,
Oh, well.
How is your mom and dad doing?
we're getting there. Mom's at home now.
Long drawn out affair, isn't it?
Yeah. She has, the other day she stayed alone for like 7 hours
Oh, yeah?
by herself, so that was good. We just did the button yesterday.
Okay.
Now she feels a little bit better.
Sure.
So, but we've been staying every night,
Yeah,
and Dad's been okay and coming along.
can't see him, but,
Well, I stood outside his window
Yeah.
because the way the screen is, you can't
Yeah,
see. So
yeah.
I stood outside his window like this for an hour.
Yeah.
And talked to him on the phone.
yeah, okay.
But, no,
He's coming along, wow.
since he's in Holgate, they're kind of keeping him 14 days where he's not, they don't do a lot of interaction now in the nursing home anyway, but, so they don't let him go to the physical therapy room for 14 days.
Yeah,
So all
okay.
his therapy is in his room,
Okay,
so.
so he's gonna be locked in that room for 14 days, wow, wow. Yeah, I know, somebody else said that they had to stay there, that's pretty tough, you know, that's,
Yeah, and for him, who's used to being
oh my.
outside every day
Yeah.
and walking,
Yeah, yeah.
in the woods and.
Yeah, I feel sorry for him. I really feel sorry for him, because
It
that's
is
not very nice.
difficult, on the best day, difficult
Yeah.
adjustment to make. Okay, Penny, what you got for us?
All right, well.
We're always so small.
What we've done, what we still plan to do.
There you go, yeah.
Well, reopening like, and then those important dates there, I guess you can cross basically all
Oh, the
those
question
off.
marks, huh?
Yeah, those question marks. You know, with the governor's thing yesterday too, and with AOA, you know, some of our meetings, you know, we're kind of dictated by when he says to, I kind of thing, and, you know, everyone says senior center's gonna be the last thing, you know.
Oh,
that-
yeah,
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he's referred to that a few times, so.
yeah.
You know, so we're doing our best, to interact with the seniors.
Yeah, I get my phone call.
You get phone call once a week. Charlotte is on the phone basically all day, between what her Meals on Wheels visits. If you're not familiar, everyone that's on Meals on Wheels gets at least an annual visit.
Mhm.
Charlotte goes into the home to see how they're doing and
Mhm.
whatnot. So she's been doing all those, you know, via phone.
Uh-huh.
And then we have, when somebody signs up for Meals on Wheels, they're supposed to have an interview and a home visit within
Mhm.
so many days. So she's doing those. And then the rest of us, we have identified some of the regulars. I don't know if everyone knows Sharon Huff, but she's, when you guys have been out, she's usually the one that's sitting closest to the puzzle table in one of those chairs.
Okay.
She uses the walker. She spits a lot when she talks, and,
Yeah,
you know, and whatever. But she was calling like 4, 5, 6 times a day just to talk to someone. So now we have set up where every day at 1 o'clock she calls Charlotte. And sometimes
Okay.
it's a 5-minute conversation, sometimes it's 20, but
Oh,
we know
my.
at 1 o'clock. And that has helped her. So,
Yeah.
So that,
Yeah.
we have several of those cases
Yeah.
going on.
There again, you know, those people are used to being there.
Ability to this whole thing.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
and that's where, you know, between Zoom meetings and then all of us helping in the kitchen, I'm thinking, first when we closed down, I thought, oh, all this stuff we're gonna get done. And it's like, oh my gosh. I mean,
Yeah.
I know my Monday job is always in the kitchen because one of the things we did do the second week was we went to delivering 4 days, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So on Tuesday, we deliver Tuesday and Wednesday's meals. So it eliminates the driver's exposure a little
Mhm,
bit,
mhm.
saves on a little mileage because
Yeah.
now we're putting even more mileage on per day.
Yeah.
So we're trying to
Yeah,
balance
even
things
out,
out.
yeah.
So my job on Monday is, once the drivers all go out, we pack the Wednesday meal.
Okay, okay.
So I spend a couple hours in the kitchen on Monday,
Yeah.
you know, that's my Monday.
Yeah.
But, and then the shelf stable, with the passport people, they wanted us to send 14 shelf stable meals per person. We keep taking them, and people are like, what do you want us to do with these?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and we're like, and they don't have, especially if they live in Riverview, they don't have even shelf space
Oh,
to store them. So we only delivered about 12.
yeah,
But that's what Passport's telling us, you have to get them 14 shelf-stable meals. And the shelf-stable meals, a can of soup and a juice and some crackers
Yeah.
and some chicken in a can. And so, you know, so we've been packing, you know, bags and stuff like that.
I wonder why 14 days worth when you're,
They just wanted 14 extras,
Yeah.
because they still think that you're delivering the Meals on Wheels, but they could use those for dinners.
Yeah.
They could use them for the weekend. We have started offering, well, quite a while ago, we offered the, a frozen one for the weekend.
okay,
So-
okay.
Hey, Kevin,
So, yeah, so we've been, several people have asked for some frozen ones on the weekend, but I don't know, I'm probably
Yeah.
an all-around of everything that I was.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
You know, we feel fortunate enough, you know, that we think we're okay financially. You know, there have been extra expenses, with the shelf-stable meals, and then just trying to stay ahead of that. I didn't feel that we were in enough of a situation where a lot of these grants that are being offered that we should apply, because I just feel like we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Meals on Wheels actually reached out to us this week, and they have where you can apply for grants up to a quarter of your budget. And they said, well, we noticed you hadn't applied. And we're thinking, you know, I don't want to take away from people that really
Maybe need it,
And so,
yeah.
in reading through the grant, I, you know, had it all marked up, and I'm like, I don't know if we qualify. And so now I'm playing phone tag with the guy, I'm like, well, I'm not gonna turn down money,
No,
and
no.
I'm not gonna leave money on the table, but
Yeah.
I also,
I-
I would feel horrible if a neighboring county whose senior center is not run by,
Yeah,
you know, the county and doesn't have some of what we do have, and not do that because I do, but, you know, it's like the stockpiling and stuff, so ethically, I don't know, do I feel right doing it, but if they're calling me and saying, why haven't you applied, there obviously must be money left,
yeah,
and they're reaching out to us, so,
My opinion has always been, if the money's available,
take it.
yeah. It's just that they ask for all the additional expenses that you have, and I don't know if
Yeah, it's hard, what do I qualify, well, yeah.
Well, because what we were
What's it
used to
qualify?
spending for the congregate meals, we're not, and so it's kind of being absorbed into the Meals on Wheels. And we've had very generous, I mean, people are probably paying more now, because a lot of them were congregate people that were used to making their donation every day.
Yeah.
And so when they did the Meals on Wheels,
Yeah,
our drive-ups, people were saying a suggested donation of $3. Most of our drive-ups or our grab-and-goes are just giving us a $5 and taking off.
yeah,
You know, so, like I said, I'm looking to him, and I just don't want to get caught in them saying, well, you don't qualify, but it's like, well, don't reach out to me then.
well, yeah,
If you need a little assistance, Penny, Tracy over here is.
Yeah.
pretty good at that.
Yeah,
But there again, if you don't, I would apply, and if you don't qualify, then so what? But at least you made your effort, you know, and I know that sometimes that's kind of a waste of time, but
yeah,
if we
so,
can get, I don't know.
like I said, I had went through it before, but, you know, yeah, it says up to a quarter, so. And it's not, you know, that lengthy, so I've been, like I said, I left a message, last night and then this morning,
Mhm.
Eric for Meals on Wheels, so. And it's not like it's a deadline, this is ongoing through
Yeah.
the pandemic, they said that you can apply for this, so. We have requested additional funds from AOA, and AOA received state monies earmarked for meal socialization and well checks, and we did get notice that we will get a little over $24,000 additional. Now, I
Okay.
signed my DocuSign papers, Christie, have you, I know commissioners usually sign that too, right, Glenn?
Did you send it?
No, but Autumn usually does, doesn't she?
I haven't received anything.
Okay.
I don't, no,
I
I
think
was
the
thinking
last-
it came from
The
you.
last time we went this DocuSign thing, it didn't work.
Right, that, I remember that, because mine does right away, and then I think it was maybe because I forwarded it to you, that's why it didn't work.
I think there's also, an expiration time on it. If you don't do it basically immediately when you get it, it expires in a fairly short period of time.
Well, because I thought in the past that it says board chair, but I didn't think it said that in the past. But, I mean, there's not two places, it only lets me on my email,
When did you get it?
sign mine in the last couple of days, might have been Friday.
Okay, I'll look at the commissioners to make sure.
And if not, I will ask Autumn to send that to you. But it was like $24,000 and then some change.
Well, if I'm supposed to sign it, it needs to come to me, because the only way to get to me is if Christie forwards it.
Yeah.
Okay,
That wipes out that link, which
Okay.
it may.
Oh, is that when you forward it, maybe?
That's what I was
It may do that.
okay. Changes we implemented, I told you that we live in 4 days a week. Tax returns, we did continue for that first week, but after that, then we stopped doing it in person, so they can drop off their papers and do their tax returns, they can pick them back up.
Oh, okay.
All of our signing and stuff like that takes place between the two sets of doors. We have a table set up there and sanitize and stuff. For the most part, we have a few stragglers, but, so Paul meets them out there between the doors, they sign their papers, pick them up and go from there. So, I don't I had to ask him the other day, and I think he forgot to tell me how many hundreds of tax returns we did this year. So, and some of them are just calling now because they usually have the extension, so.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Paul would just tell them all to get in there now so that he's not doing it forever. But I do think we got the majority of the people that usually use him. We have used the time we did get the new sound system put in. So we had Torrance in and doing that. We have a couple mics now, the EDF works. It's a one-button control now, and all our jacks work, and there's things, so I think we have, things like health fair, where we had all those troubles and stuff like that, that we can have a mic out in the audience, and people can hear a question, and a headset or a mic for the speaker, so that was good. And then I talked them into, because we wanted it done before the health fair that was supposed to be April 14th, and they said that they could do that, but we were going to pay like $300 extra for a rush job, and then when we canceled that, I said, just come whenever. They go, well, we can still come because everybody else
canceled too now.
And I was like, well, do I have to pay that? And they go, no. So they ended up knocking about $1,000 off.
Oh, well, that's good.
Because they just wanted to work.
They wanted to have something to do, yeah.
So that worked out to our advantage. We did get the closet doors switched around in the gym closet. So we had roof rose through it, but I think it was actually Mel Lanzer's guy that came in and did that. So that's a lot easier now to get things in and out of that closet. We removed the handlebar hand dryers. Those things that scare everyone when you're in there. Yeah. Because we read some articles and we had several people tell us about how unsanitary that was and how they were not, because it was blowing the germs around and stuff like that. So we took the lower parts out so they still look like the handles. I did ask Selling for a quote to replace those, but because I didn't want it being false advertising, but I was able to pull all the stickers off. So now it just looks like a fancy
whatever.
Now I know it's going to upset a lot of the kids when they come in. They're going to want to play with that. It's not going to work anymore. But it's like the system was down here, so they took those all apart. So the quote to replace all the faucets with just the sensor ones is like $3,800. So we can decide that down the road, but right now I don't think it looks bad because we got the stickers off. It says put hands under here. Yeah. So I think we're okay with that, but we just know that our paper towel bill will now go up. But I don't know of anyone that loved those things anyway. And when we found out and read some things that were like,
I've heard that too. It's not the most sanitary thing in the world.
It was kind of interesting. The things, but they weren't. They did seem to be too practical.
No.
Well, you could never dump anything in the sink. So I learned the hard way. One of my first couple days is I had a little bit of coffee left, and I just dumped it down the sink. Well, the coffee hit the dryer, and so it went, and so there was coffee all over vanity and every place like that. I'm like, what the heck is going on?
No kidding. No, I never even thought of it.
You come in from the side, the air will hit before the water, so you have to go in like this and wash your hands and then come out. So I don't want to be relieved.
You know what? That explains why I never did figure out how to use them things.
I'm enjoying my hands with my wet.
I do this,
So.
And then rub your hands together.
Rub your hands,
We did major maintenance and of the ice machines. Fixed the faulty furnace alarm that kept going off. Replaced all the furnace filters. We've cleaned basically every single item in the building and stuff. You get in the art room yet, but we're waiting on the art room thermostat. And that's through Eric and whoever we get through that guy that comes once a month or whatever. Is it? Jim? Yeah.
No, not Dunbar, but
Jim.
Jim, yeah. G-E-M, yeah.
They handle most of all our.
I think that's Jim, yeah, that's the name of it, yeah.
Lane or something like that.
It could be.
Okay.
Because he had been with Dunbar, and Eric wanted to switch to his GVM,
Yeah,
because this guy went over there. So,
yeah.
Yeah, and it's not like, anyway. So we're waiting for that, so our art room thermostat does not work right now, and then we've got to get to the art room, otherwise everything's been clean. So that was kind of my COVID update, and then, yeah, we talked about best estimates at reopening, and what do you think about hosting a rummage sale, but now if we're not gonna open, at least till the first, I'm thinking the rummage sale now
Yeah.
is a no-go. If we were gonna be open, I saw no reason not to have the rummage sale, because we had social distance and out there, but now if we're not gonna be open, I don't think I'll get the volunteers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that will stink for the advocates, because that's a big fundraiser.
Later in the year?
Well, we have one in the fall, so I don't know if it'd be worth it to do it in July.
Yeah,
and in
right.
September, so I'm thinking we'll just, let's get this one and, you know.
You know what, originally this, if I heard this thing correct, originally it was after we had 14 days of declining numbers, we'll start to open things up. We haven't had 14 days of declining numbers yet, but now they're still talking about opening some things up.
Even our 5-day trend isn't showing that.
Yeah, so I don't, I just don't see doing
And like I
it.
said, I think we're gonna be the last thing, because
Oh, definitely.
especially when,
Yeah.
if it's the 10 people rule.
Yeah.
Because what is the senior center? It's a gathering place.
Yeah, right,
Like,
yeah.
It's everything about this virus is
Against, right.
are able to
Right.
do, and it breaks our heart, but.
Yeah, but don't know what to do. You hate to see somebody come there and get sick too, you know.
Exactly, so,
Well, yeah, and I don't think, it will be our best judgment. It's gonna come down. I want to err on the side of caution.
and we.
And we talked about that. We may have some of the seniors upset at us, but I'd rather have some upset at us as to
Yeah.
jump too soon.
Yeah. You know, I told you about our weekly calls for the senior, we did pay $200 for the rest of the year, and it'll be $300 a year going forward to get our name on that when that little call comes. Because otherwise it was coming as potential scam or other numbers.
Well, I recognize the number after a while. I know what that is.
Yeah, so now it should just say the senior center number.
Yeah.
And like I said, to us, that was money very well spent, because we're having seniors panic and, you know, they didn't know what to do, so now it all comes from us. And we keep trying to communicate through the social media, the weekly phone calls. I've been continuing to do the radio show. We're doing some sound bites. This week we're going to do some sound bites. We're going to work with Bethany from the health department. And then Charlotte was on one webinar yesterday. I had Sarah on another webinar when I was listening to the governor. So that's what we were doing yesterday at 2 o'clock. We had 2 webinars. So we haven't even shared all those notes yet, but a lot of it was about checking in on seniors. So Dave's we're gonna kind of write up and make it look like it's an interview from Dave, asking Charlotte, you know, seniors need someone to talk to. And then kind of go into the stuff. They can call the Adams board, they can call the health department, they can call us. We can hook them up with those numbers and some different ways to deal with things.
And if Dave doesn't give you enough time, I can do it on mine too, if you.
Okay.
I'm down to about the middle of May right now, but if you need something later on, let me know and we can do something.
All right. And he's been more willing. I did a couple sound bites in Monday just about, you know, the team and the meals and stuff. We did order, we ordered 2 trucks. The second one was in production when everything's not. The new one is here.
We just paid the bill for it.
That's what I was gonna say, and then, it's gotta get the stuff on. So, my question to you guys is, putting the Ford Ranger on Go Deals. I know Tim and Eric are talking about keeping it for a maintenance truck, but I inherited that truck with them saying the transmission totally needs refilled. you know,
Yeah.
and it's an in-city truck only if we have to.
Yeah.
So,
I don't have that in my house either, does it?
that one does not have very many, but it's a Ford Ranger, but it's 2000,
8 or 9.
yeah, maybe even more. I was thinking it was like 13 years old. So I didn't know what we wanted to think about that.
Yeah.
I
think
do
we need
need to
another
sell it.
vehicle.
I don't think we need another vehicle around here, especially one that might have issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Eric and Tim were talking, and they were thinking, oh, Tim could use that for a work truck. And I was like, but I don't want to stick $5,000 into.
Well, how many work trucks do we want?
13-year-old
Yeah.
truck that,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
I know Eric's got Tim scared to do anything in his truck. You know, and I said, Tim, we can use our vehicles for stuff. That's why you turn in mileage.
Yeah, that's why you turn in mileage, yeah.
But Eric's got Tim scared to do anything because he said that you guys yelled at Austin one time when he did something with the food boxes, and Tim sometimes takes the food boxes in his truck, and so I just want some clarification on that because Tim's like scared to death to take food boxes from here back to the senior center or anything because there's, oh, you can get fired for that.
No.
We run to Walmart all the time, we do this, we do that, that's why we turn in mileage.
Yeah, that's why you turn in mileage, yeah. Yeah.
So I could just have clarification if Tim,
He can use it.
is there anything
Yeah.
specific that he
Yeah.
can't do?
I don't know, I can't imagine, because we turn in mileage when we go to meetings out of county and stuff, and,
So, and I know Eric has, a company truck. And
Yeah.
so Tim's always like, why don't I?
He's paying for that.
Oh, is he?
First person that he uses personally, he's paying
Right,
for it.
right. But he's got Tim scared the other way.
The other way, yeah.
Not his personal vehicle, and so
Yeah.
I just,
I don't know, we have people that use their personal vehicles all the
well,
time.
that's what, and like us, if a Meals on Wheels, if we need an extra meal out on the road, or if we forgot something, we put it in our personal vehicle and we take it to them.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
so I don't know
Yeah.
how everything we do could be
no,
in a.
No, that's,
no, I don't have an issue with that at all.
stuff like that.
And that's where Tim, since he knows that I'm his supervisor, but he also looks at Eric as a
Yeah, yeah. Just tell him
mentor,
we
as
said
a
he can use it.
supervisor, or
He puts in mileage, right? You can say mileage.
I don't know if he does or not, because he would just turn that into Sarah. I don't know if Tim does.
And he would be allowed to.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I have told him that all along.
Yeah,
I-
he has to fill out, like a spreadsheet or something, or a.
Yeah, and that's what, I mean, I do.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
And that's
Same
why I
thing.
got in trouble, because I just turned mine in basically I started in April and I turned it in December, and it was like $100.
Yeah.
And they said, well, you gotta turn this in, Kevin yelled at me,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I wasn't turning it in enough, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't wanna turn
I
a
got you.
$10 check each month.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Costs
So,
$5 to cut the.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think they
yeah.
always did it in that year, now maybe if it went over.
so we compromised, so for Kevin, I do it quarterly now, so I did the first quarter, and it was $30. So, I was like, okay.
That reminds me, I haven't done mine yet this quarter.
So anyway, I just wanted so I don't know.
I don't know.
This is from before it all started. I haven't turned that in, I forgot about it.
Yeah, he's been kind of slack.
All right, so our thoughts are,
Get paid too
on.
much.
Yeah, I'm a rebel, yeah.
Deals, we'll put,
Yeah, just go ahead,
how do we go about
go ahead
that?
and bring it out here.
Okay,
Our used car lot kind of sits
Yeah.
over here, you see where the used car lot is, bring it over here and lock it up, bring the keys in, and Nick Reddick
Nick Reddick does it.
will take care of that.
And I think I told Sarah to get a hold of Nick.
and we probably won't do it until we get the other one. on.
Done, sure,
You know,
sure.
they're just,
Whatever.
yeah.
We
You okay
have,
with it? I'm sorry.
I think I told her to get a hold of Nick.
Okay.
we have done exceptionally well.
Actually, yeah.
A semi will pull in here, and next thing you know, one of the flatbed car haulers comes in, pulls the car on, and they push it into the trailer.
Yeah.
And
You haven't got a lot of money for it, actually.
Yeah, way more than I think there were.
Especially some of the transportation without even running. So.
Yeah,
Well, the sheriff's vehicles.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that might be a hot commodity with,
Who knows?
who knows?
The door is up in the area office on aging now. They had some key issues, you know, so that when you walk in there, the door to go in the senior center, door to go in the area office on aging. Is there, just for my sake so that I know, is there a lease agreement with AOA, and where would that live? Do you guys have that?
Yeah, I can look it up for you and scan it too.
They were just very hesitant about keys, and I'm like, okay, I think we need to, as landlords, have keys
Yeah,
to get in things if something's wrong.
yeah,
And so we had never had a key to Sheila's office, the conference room, or Carla's office. So I had talked with them, and Sheila was really, like,
you can't go
well, why do
there.
you guys need keys to that? And I was like, Tim is your maintenance guy.
Yeah.
He still does all your stuff. I think if anything would be wrong, we would need access to that.
Yeah.
And I don't care if it's just Tim, but somebody, and I think Eric maybe too, but, so they did then, we got a key yesterday for the two offices in the conference room, because I had asked why that inside door just couldn't be a master key.
Yeah,
But they could have an individual key to it, but like Tim and my master would be
Yeah.
on it. But they were really squirrely about that, and I was like, we don't really want in there for anything, I just wanna have access if you need
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Or if an alarm's going off or something
Yeah.
like that. So I just didn't know the lease agreement, if I can see, I know Tim cleans in there, and he goes in there sometimes, they're not there for the day, and he goes in there. Just for my peace of
Yeah.
mind to know, because I don't want to be asking questions that I shouldn't be asking, but I was just thinking,
yeah.
We have to have
You should have access to it, I would think. I don't
I don't know
know.
if it says anything about that in the.
If it doesn't, talk to Justin or AOA.
okay. All right, well, that's where I didn't know whether.
I'll look it up and scan it to you.
Yeah, and then I kind of wanted an idea of how that read before we go into any joint signage
Right,
agreements
right.
with them
Yeah.
too, that if they leave, then, kick out the sign,
Yeah,
we have to
right,
pay them
right.
out for their sign, or, just
Yeah,
looking ahead, because
yeah.
I know we're talking about signage for them to put above their door,
Yeah.
we're also talking about maybe on that corner, some joint signage that says
Yeah,
senior center,
yeah,
AOA,
this way, yeah.
and, okay.
I would really be surprised if they'd ever leave, because they have to be out here.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good setup if they're there.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I don't think it could have worked out any better.
yeah.
Until we grow so big that we need that space.
Until what?
Until we grow so big.
Oh, so you need that space, yeah, yeah. Oh.
So, but, no, I think it's a great setup. I think, I think it's good exposure for both of us. When they have clients come in there, then they say, oh, well, what's on the other side?
Mm-hmm.
So we've gotten people
Yeah.
that,
Yeah,
have started coming just because they had an
they had employment there, yeah. Well, and that's why I always thought it would be a good thing,
So-
the two go hand in hand.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the last thing I had on my thing was newsletters. We're gonna go out late based on conversation with Mark, with you guys, with 7 days with the governor now. We're debating to either send them a newsletter, but we feel like we have to communicate something.
Yeah,
All we pay for the newsletters is the postage, because we use that company that does the church bulletin, so we don't pay for that. They get their own advertising, and that pays for that. They'll cost us a couple $100 a month in postage.
yeah,
So, the seniors, right now we got some puzzles, we got some COVID advice.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if we'll do a May/June, if we just do a May one, and then, I don't know. I mean, we
Yeah.
struggle,
Yeah.
to what do we put in the newsletter?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're still closed.
Yeah, we're still closed, yeah. Thinking of you, and that, which you tell them on your phone calls all the time. I mean, I think that's a nice phone call, and everybody talks on there, and,
And you can use, you talked about with the commissioners about what do we do, when do we open the senior center, and the commissioners are concerned about our seniors.
Yeah.
Since a couple of the commissioners are there anyway.
Yeah. I get the phone call, so. Yeah, I'm in. So, yeah, I think too, it is, yeah. You got more just that they get something in the mail that they can relate to, because I think if I had to stay home all the time, I'd be going stir crazy by now. I mean,
Well, Paula was with me 5 hours yesterday getting signs, and she said she watched different things on, she has this Christian comedian ladies she likes, she was watching those. I had a question, Penny. When Charlotte goes out, does she go in the home?
Well, she used to. Right now, everything is home. We're not doing,
okay.
we're not doing any personal visits. And that's just like Meals on Wheels, they usually have to sign for the meals every day. We do all the signing now.
Yeah.
They put up a table by the door, so they
yeah.
holler in to make sure they're okay.
Yeah.
Or they wave to them in the window.
Yeah.
So we have no contact with anyone at this point. So,
Okay.
that's what I got for that. I mean, financials and standing stuff we can go over now, or, and these are the March numbers for all the financials. So everything looks great at the end of March because the settlement came in and we got 10 months of operating money sitting there, but.
You're in good shape, yeah.
So I probably won't go through like Sarah does with line by line and stuff, but, if you have any questions, you can either let me know or just call Sarah and she can explain. With the nutrition one on that second page, it might be on the back side of your first page, just know that we will be getting that extra money, in April or May, that extra $24,000, with that.
Which one does that fall under? Is that the nutrition?
It would be the two, the AOA food service.
Okay.
And then that third one, that's where those the units and stuff like that. So for the congregate and the home delivered meals. So what AOA has done is, since no one's doing congregate meals, we were allowed to transfer everything that was in our congregate pot to the home delivered meals pot.
Yeah.
And then the extra that we get, we can put either or, everyone will put in the home delivered. And we've talked about, Sarah and I talked about leaving that in the congregate, but we don't know how long this is going to go on, so we thought instead of them maybe taking it back, saying, well, you're not using congregate anymore.
Yeah, right.
Time to rotate it back, we said, let's move it now, let's use it, and then we got some more, so that is the case where I'm not leaving it there.
Before they change their mind,
So we have.
Because if somebody else comes up short, guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna start looking around.
So some of those numbers will change, as you look forward in the next month, because we transfer those from one pot to another. And then obviously our transports are way down, and that's just from 2 months in, our transports will be basically zero, next month, so. And we still have that savings account that I know that we want to get closed, but I think there's still one thing, I think it's just a matter of getting everyone to sign the papers. I have to sign the papers to be, to add myself to take it out. I don't know. I just know that we're working on doing that, but there's like 2 or 3 steps to close that.
I'm sure, yeah.
And I think it's been a while, because we did have, it was like $120 that was going in there every so many months, but I think that person has fulfilled that pledge, and now we are totally out of the woods there, so. And then volunteer hours, obviously, those are gonna be way down.
Yeah, no kidding.
With things. And then the last page is the capital project that does reflect the payoff of the note and all the settlement fees, and that is our balance there. And I have not,
Hopefully this will be able to do something. For the mortgage.
Yeah.
I have about 3 or 4 board members, that have agreed to be on the ad hoc committee, and then Sue and Jack, who were the heads of.
Sure, they did a lot, there, that's right.
So we're starting to throw around some ideas, but now it's just, when.
Yeah, everything kind of got put on hold here, didn't it?
I think there's going to be a window here before the flu season starts.
Yeah.
In October.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll be, a nice day that we can do some stuff outside.
Yeah.
Maybe in the garage and get lots of people and then I have not forgot about your request with, the capital
back
things.
corner again.
So I kind of brought, right now, so far, I've spent $22,000 in a list of things. The other things that were on the list are, based on that list I'd given you guys before, about 163 potential, which would more, and it would be about 185, but some of those are long-term things like the parking lot and stuff like that are still kind of on there. So getting quotes right now for the front desk, Ruth Rosebrock was in and did a quote for me, to move that out and to rebuild a part, and they says, we're not even going to give you this quote because we think it's too high. We are reaching out to some other people. So I don't know, whatever it was, they said, we're not happy with this.
Oh.
So we're going to do more research because they think they can find, the extra counter space that we would need on the end and different things. And they said, because at this point it'd be cheaper just to knock it down and start over. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them on that aspect. What was the other thing that I was waiting on? Oh, I had talked with Christopher about some security cameras and a security system. And he was, and with a couple of my conversations with Christopher, I asked him something, and then one or the other of us supposed to get back, and then I find an email like I just saw one the other day that I have a draft to Christopher that I never responded and never sent it about our phone lines and that, and some of the capabilities with that. So just know that I am looking at that, and, we'll probably sit down with him and get some other input on what we need. But he said some of the systems that we use around here, that we could probably tie right into. So those were the 2 main things that we were waiting on quotes for. So as far as, I do not have done any type of order for myself yet, but those 2 are on the top because I'm quotes for. All right. And then Sandy has not had a chance to do her usual report, how she usually does, but I can tell you that in March, we did serve 5,342 home delivered meals, and there was like 470 congregate meals for those first 2 weeks that we were open. And right now, we are estimating, actually that can't be right, I think it was 5,342 total meals in March, because we're looking at 5,500 as an estimate for April. And that's with the drive-through. That is not counting any of the Passport shelf-stables. Those we kind of keep in a separate category. We did deliver everyone an emergency meal. So that is included in those. That is included in those numbers, but not the Passport numbers. All right.
Any other questions for Penny?
Not right now, I don't think.
Talking about a meat shortage, does that change your,
I don't
you have to
know.
get creative on your meals, or how do
Yeah, I don't know, because that's a lot of our protein, that's what that is, so.
have you had any issues getting the supply so far?
It hasn't been meat or dairy per se. Sometimes it's some veggies, you know, lettuce and salad mix. It's things like the trays. Because now, you know, you're not doing dishes and not doing counter meals. Everything's in the trays.
Yeah.
We have the Oliver machine, so we stocked up. I mean, we got a whole bunch of the film that came in the other day. So Sandy says, what should I do? I said, order it.
Yeah.
And so every time we're still ordering toilet paper when we can get it.
Mhm.
You know, we're just stocking.
Yeah.
And yes, I know, you know, maybe, you know, we're hoarding, but I'm like, if it's available, you know, we can get that.
Yeah.
Sandy does a good job staying ahead anyway. I just have her staying a little more ahead. Paper bags, you know, every meal that goes out has a paper bag too, because it has your bread
Yeah.
and your milk and your
Yeah.
salads in that, so you get your plate and your bag.
Yeah.
We couldn't get paper bags for 2 weeks in a row. But luckily she was up and now we're starting to get those again. Trying to think what the other thing was that she couldn't get. But we have a very good Gordon's rep who, you know, Gordon's is a good company. I mean, they really work hard for you to get stuff. But yeah, that scared me this morning because I was getting ready and I walked by the TV and I heard meat shortage. I was like,
You know, I'm just gonna go out by meat right now.
It's not that there's not enough meat, it's just a bigger process.
Yeah.
That's what you butter.
When you
my
close
13-year-old nephew wants to be a butcher. He's probably gonna, and he does his own stuff at home.
Yeah, I know he does.
Start butchering for it, then
Yeah, yeah.
senior center.
Yeah.
So,
And there may be, if we buy some things locally, there's a number of people in Henry County that have.
Sell beef, yeah, you can buy beef locally.
So like,
Sure.
I mean, so Pettisville and those guys, Rookie, they're closed?
No.
They can't do anything?
They're open.
Oh, they're processing.
Okay.
The problem with them is they're so far out.
They are.
If we start raising the steers, we make appointments for it when they're not very old. Cause it takes some
We should get them
time.
up at Jerome anywhere there.
Yeah, you can find other places around that are still doing them, yeah, but they're behind. They're just behind slaughtering and everything, so.
They just have very limited capacity.
That was bad before this yet. They were behind before this yet. Now they're really behind, I suppose.
And we have arranged, I talked with Eric, at the school system too, so, like every day when we make meals, whatever we have left over, we freeze. You know, and if our freezers ever get too full, the Foley School area will let us use Milwaukee's freezer there, so we've arranged for that whenever we do that.
That's good.
But no, it's been neat. I like those 9 o'clock calls. We've done a lot of sharing and, you know, having each other's backs on those, so.
That's what makes our county
Unique.
Yeah, it is. It's, yeah. Who'd have thought we'd all be in this situation, but.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I guess just, you know, keep me updated on
Yeah.
your thoughts, but, yeah, I guess right now we'll just kind of, in our minds, maybe not say it out loud, but we'll think June
Yeah.
and reevaluate in a couple weeks. But I
think that's a good
it'll be
idea.
interesting. Tomorrow we have our AOA call. And then on Fridays, we haven't had one in a while, but we get a daily update from the Senior Center, Ohio Senior Center Association. After the governor talks, they take the important things for the senior centers and they send that out
Yeah,
in an email.
okay.
So we get the bullets and so we
Yeah,
can
yeah,
stuff.
that's.
So that has
I get
been
that
most
too.
helpful. But, I mean, other than that, can you think of anything else that we could or should be doing to help the seniors up in the county?
What else you can do?
We've got them fed and there's some social interaction. There's some.
We're gonna try to do some Zoom meetings for those that want to, but
And, yeah.
back.
Unless you hear something.
Is there?
And if we hear something,
Okay.
you know, we find another county's doing something, sounds unique, we'll pass it along, but I haven't really heard anything.
I'm here.
Well, thank you for your support,
Okay,
and
well, thank you for coming out.
and we're all just happy to still be, to have a job and to be getting paid. And I guess this is at one point when, you know, a levy-dependent function works when it passes. I'm just glad I'm not trying to pass a levy this fall.
Yeah.
So,
Wonderful.
all right.
Thank you.
Thank you all for your support.
Thanks.
Stay safe. I brought my mask in case you wanted to wear it, so.
That's next week.
That's next week. I wear it sporadically, but
Yeah.
when I'm around mom and dad, I wear it.
Yeah,
so.
oh, yeah.
All right. See y'all.
See ya.
Bye, Kevin. Bye, Kevin.
Kevin, you got something?
Bye, Ann.
I just come out here to see if I can get some masks. I didn't get one. But I feel I better need one now. And I got a contract, so. This has been signed by Michael, the prosecutor's office. And
Oh, okay.
So, that's all I have.
Did you get masks?
No.
You want a pink one?
And what's my choice?
Pink and gray, I think there's gray in the bottom.
There.
Michigan color. This was in the trash.
There you go.
That's right.
This gray.
I'll take red.
This is pretty.
I know.
They say romance more.
I would just call it tan.
Is that more like lavender?
It's really cute, actually. It's like embossed flowers in it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So nice.
That's nice. Thank you very much.
Those are, Tony Lanza.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah. How do you clean them? What's the best way to clean them?
I wash them.
Probably wash them, yeah.
Just wash them right in?
Yeah, she said you can wash them.
Then dry it for a long time.
He's trying to be helpful.
Yeah.
That's good.
Hmm?
Good
You
try.
have to hang it on your clothesline to dry it.
I guess the only thing I'd ask, that resolution, and you know, however you feel, if I could see a copy of it, just because of the way you passed it. In my mind, what I'm afraid of is if it says by appointment only, our transfers are still not by appointment only, and that people can still come in. And that's the way it's been set up with that.
It's gonna be that detailed?
I think if we're going to have, in his mind thought, if we're having people come in, they have a mask on, they don't need an appointment.
And that, what I guess I was afraid of is if the verbiage was, and it doesn't have to be precise, and it just says, everyone entering the courthouse must have an appointment.
No.
Okay, where's that interpretation?
Yeah.
And so,
Well, some places are not requiring. You're not are you requiring
Appointments?
what?
not transfers, that's the only thing we're allowing people to come in for. I mean, to me, when we start opening this up for a time, if somebody wants to come in for a dog tag, I don't have a problem with that, if they have a mask on,
Right.
and keep it to the minimum of what people need to come in. I mean, there's too many times somebody comes in and they bring in 3 kids with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I've had a farmer come in for CAUE questions or whatever, tax bill questions, and he's got 2 of his employees with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, that's.
You didn't need them guys in there, yeah.
Now, if an older couple wants to come in because they're both good to see Homestead, they're
Yeah.
together, I understand that.
Yeah.
They're both trying to communicate.
Yeah.
That's just the stuff that we see.
Yeah.
And like Fort Force, whatever, I've heard somebody gets a divorce and half the family's there when they get the divorce.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that's what Denise is trying to eliminate. And she pretty well has this Zoom thing. They use a lot of minutes during the week.
Yeah, I just think that would make it consistent for everybody, when if everyone wears a mask, and if it's for the personnel that comes in. And I don't want to put that on the security, but I think if we just have people that come in, and they are checking their temperatures anyway.
Yeah.
The security, what is your reason for being here?
Yeah.
And maybe a follow-up question would be is, well, I'm here to go to the auditor's office. Do all of you need to come in?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that one could be up to security. I know the other day somebody said, that like Menards wasn't allowing kids under 16 years of age in, you know, or you were the one that told me that.
That's what the sign says.
My granddaughter was in there with us the other day and she,
Broke the rule.
yeah.
Well, and I've read the rule about one person, one card too.
Yeah. That's,
You go, and it's not the case here at Walmart, but if you go into Walmart,
Yeah.
you grab a card, or a basket,
Yeah.
and that's it.
that's how we used to get it, do Walmart's are. One person and one car.
I had a pickup a couple weeks ago at Walmart, and I had to sit there for 30 minutes, because my time is between 3 and 4. And we fill up a little bit after 3, and like half the spots are full. I literally sat there for 30 minutes, people watching. And there was like a lady got out of her car, or van, 2 other doors opened up, and these kids were like junior high, high school range that could be home by themselves.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people walking in.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, why?
Well, yeah, why are you doing
There's
this?
more than want to get out of the house.
Yeah, well,
And you talk to employees, it's like, this is there's people that walk in just to browse.
I don't go anyplace and browse right now. I go, if I need something, I go get it, and then I go get out of there. I mean, we did go to Menards the other day, and I said, let's make this snappy. And my wife said, yeah, it's gonna be, I know exactly what I want. We have one stop for some cleaning supplies, and then we went down and we got our mulch that we were gonna get for some outside work, and then we left, you know. Paid for it, and got out of there.
Yeah,
Okay.
wonderful. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks for me.
No,
Not that I can think of right now, no. We did, I sent one back, but, it was a indigent defense, and it didn't have your stamp on the bottom of it. When it stopped in, and then it didn't have disposition either, and so I didn't get that back yet, but there's some more bills here, so I'll okay them right now, but,
You may not get that one back until Thursday,
okay.
because Amy will be out,
Oh.
out today, so.
Oh, Amy's out, okay, that might be why it isn't back yet, okay.
And I talked to Amy yesterday, because with that indigent defense, they allowed an extension.
Mm-hmm.
And that extension is really for our office, like, we can't get in process it
Mhm.
now, and she's like, I've been keeping up on them, and I don't feel that we don't need to do an extension, so.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I think, well, there isn't as much going on. We don't see as many of them even right now as we had in the past, so.
no, they seem to come in bunches.
Yeah, they seem to come in bunches, yeah.
Part of that is, that issue comes with our staffing.
She's not there.
Split staff, and she does.
Yeah,
So
okay.
we didn't see any last week, because that is that reason.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's fine.
But I can tell you what we're planning on doing is that at 10 o'clock, we have a staff meeting. I had them zoomed in, they weren't there. So we're still gonna split the staff next week. The 11th, because May 12th is a Tuesday, which is an odd day.
I heard when you said, Governor said that.
It is a Tuesday. So May 11th, we are planning on all coming in and working until 4:30 unless we hear otherwise. And that's just how my office is gonna do it.
Yeah.
How we're gonna do it for the, I don't know, for the checking of temperatures and all that, you know, I'll be honest, I mean, nobody's told us that we had to do it, and I have no issues with it, but like, I get in around 7:45, she's not there, and I take the next steps. Now, if I see her down below when I get down there, she asks me questions.
Yeah, yeah.
But what we've decided as a staff in my office, if she doesn't catch you when you come in, either at 8 or 8:30, we will all go down there at 8:30 to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then we're done.
Yeah.
There you go. There is, there's 3 sheets that, the governor's office or ODH put out, and we would fall under the general office guidelines. The best practices there. And, it's on,
So that would be the May 12th date?
I think the general office, they talk about this was applying to government offices, but it's just, because with manufacturing, you're gonna have your offices and all that, and, you know, construction hasn't slowed down there,
No, they're,
not at all.
I mean, he said we're gonna open up construction, I thought, we're
I know.
gonna shut it down.
It was an essential.
Yeah, well, except for these projects in town here, they shut down.
But that was shut down due to the city.
There was something with the contract, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it-
I was under the impression it was because
Yeah.
the city was shut down with the inspector or something.
What they shut down in the,
Yeah.
Oh,
But then,
the project.
A couple projects.
yeah.
You know, like Haley and-
What did they shut them down for?
Well, Haley and the swimming pool, that was shut down, you know, so.
I don't think they could work without being too close together, so.
that's why the one project was never reopened.
Gotcha.
Like that.
Hmm.
I can just tell you that, like, transfers wise, it's pretty good. My wife works, she's in her office, they have swamped with real estate work. Some of it is refinancing the rates or so.
Yeah.
But that stuff there's continued on.
Yeah, and that stuff is kind of time sensitive, you gotta get it done.
I was still doing the claim of I'm very optimistic that Henry County will bounce back.
Yeah,
We have a Swiss company that's been working. We have
yeah,
our largest retailer is Walmart, which has been very busy. We have
yeah,
farmers in the fields,
yeah,
and even at our unemployment rate at, say, 10%, we shall see.
yeah.
We've seen discussions of that additional $600 will help us.
Oh, yeah.
If they get paid.
Christopher got his, my son got his.
Because some people have and some people haven't.
Actually,
Back to work.
yeah, he's back to work at Souders, and he went back last Monday, a week ago this week, so this is his second week back, but, he went back on Monday, and on Friday, he got his unemployment check. His wife stopped and told me, and then I said, did he get the $600? And she goes, I think so, but you better ask him. So the next time I saw him, then he goes, yeah, I got the $600 too. He said for 3 of the 4 weeks, he goes, I'm not sure why I didn't get the 4th one. But he goes, hey, that money all got spent because he's fixing up machinery and getting stuff ready to go to the field. So that money all moved on, you know, so.
There's certainly going to be some things to invest in town.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to Bill Miller about the Bridge Fest, but that could be canceled.
Oh, I think that
I'm
should
sure
be.
the fair board is a little nervous.
I did have a question this morning about Memorial Day services, and I gotta ask Brent, that's why I gotta go down there and ask him if anybody's canceled, yeah. You know, for Legions and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's really it, and that's why he called me, our commander at the Legion, Ted, texted me this morning, what do we do? And I said, I don't know, I'll ask Brent what if anybody else is canceled.
until they lift the 10 people.
Limit, yeah,
You're-
yeah, you can't, yeah.
She did one per car, like a parade or something.
So we're going to go out to the cemeteries?
Yeah.
So we have like one person with the raise the flag and one person with the gun or the bugle or whatever, and make sure everybody stands.
Well, we could do a seven shooters, one guy under the tent. We could do a funeral with less than 10,
Well,
yeah.
They're doing funerals.
Bugler, yeah. We'd have 9, bare minimum of 9, bare minimum.
Well, here in town, the way the Memorial Day service is conducted, there's no way.
No, it's too many. Well, ours at Ridgeville, we couldn't do it either. We had 500, 600 people in that Legion, it was
yeah,
packed.
that would be,
Yeah.
but out of the cemeteries.
That's to be creative.
Go out to the cemeteries.
In Des Moines, they don't.
No,
Oh, they don't?
we do ours right there, it's right at the
You're
Legion.
right.
Across the bridge,
To the memorial, though.
to the memorial.
Okay. I thought they went to the cemetery.
Is that where they do the 21 gun salute at the memorial then?
Yep.
Do they?
Yep, the whole ceremony's done.
Right, yeah, you couldn't do that, that's way.
It's really a call it, we want to call it a venue, but it's really a nice place to have.
To do it, yeah.
Mhm.
And we do ours too. I'm just glad, I'm glad that a lot of people show up for the thing.
Yep.
So we're blessed that many people show up and take it seriously because it is an important thing,
Yes.
We have to pay tribute to the people that gave, and that's,
There's a then and now.
So it will be.
Oh, there is?
We'll get through it. Yep, that week of the 11th will be that week and the following week with consumer retail opening up. That will be, I think the key, if everyone behaves during that, then they'll serve.
do I need to print that off?
You can.
I can.
Okay, we have that.
All right.
That's fine, just do the same, 250.
Is there anything
Should I put
else?
that on there? 250 and the same, B?
14B.
Okay, all right.
Is there anything else to come before, Board of Intercounty Commissioners? Hearing nothing, would there be a motion to adjourn?
I'll move motion.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, Christine?
Jeff Myers?
Yes.
Bud Miller?
Yes.
Bob Hosted?
Yes.
We're adjourned at 11:32 a.m.